going further into the follow-ups, let me share this slide. So I don't know if y'all know this, but all of these match NFT stacks sold over the weekend. So that's very powerful actions of, the community seeing the value in the token for its utility and seeing the technology that can take place and showing the demand. So this is all really exciting things. Keep an eye out, make sure you're on the wait list if you happen to miss out on this. And so whenever they open back up for this next collection, that you can participate in that. So amazing kudos to every single one of these impact brands and communities. So that's a really exciting thing to see, that amount of support rallying into our communities. Moving right along, technology really is. So you can purchase the brand Elevate Match, and this is generic. So this is agnostic to any brand. I just put the word brand on here. Purchase any brand Elevate Match NFTs if you do it each week for 20 weeks, or if you do it in this stack up front, which is currently available, or currently the only option available. You can purchase them with Wire or with USDT or USDC. So after you purchase these, the Elevate technology purchases the tokens from the market and that stores them inside of your NFT. And then after 6 months, your tokens unlock from that NFT and get distributed to your wallet. And then if you actually participated for 20 straight weeks, or you did that stack where you basically purchased the NFTs up front and then they cycle in for 20 weeks, you actually are rewarded that 100% match of rewards. So I knew that some people didn't understand this last portion of it. So hopefully this pictorial diagram kind of helped you understand that a little bit more, because it really is a powerful thing, and it's really cool how our technology is doing this.
Project standpoint, the community, they want that. We need up, down, or whatever. How we're going to defend that price for, if a bunch of people sold and it was at 4 or 5 cents or 7 cents or whatever it is, we're going to defend that price 6 months from now through revenue. And so, come January, when a lot of things are happening, we're getting a lot of publicity from being in, Bloomberg and Forbes, and I think there's over 20 places that we're supposed to show up in the next 60 days and get some great publicity there. Well, that's going to happen. Also in January, some great things. We'll just talk about Rally in general right now, but some great things are happening from our link. There's some people that are very, very good influencers. They're going to be able to start talking about it. And there's some other plays that really is going to help move that. That's how we're going to defend that price in 6 months, because we'll have real world revenue. You think if we can, we'll also have Pixa starting up. And so there's just going to be a lot of things that add to revenue. So in 6 months, say around that April, May timeframe, if we're doing $10 or $20 million a month, that's going to basically hold that price steady while some people take some of that, sell some of their tokens off and do such. So, Patty, I guess ask me some questions around that if you have them, and if it's clear as mud or clear as day, let me know.
It's actually very clear, but I do want to offer the team also 5-star raises your hand on the system. I'll look for you. If
Q4, does that push it back to 2026 sometime, or is that going to happen this quarter or sometime soon concurrently with the match NFTs?
Well, that's a great question, and the answer to that is you never know. It's funny because when different currencies and different tokens and coins come up, they pretty much beg and pay companies like Coinbase and Binance and CoinGecko and all of them. They pretty much beg and plead for them to take their stuff. Well, they contacted us, the way I understand. We didn't contact them, which is a really, really, really good sign. But I believe that they have all the information from us to do what they need to do, but they never let you know. So what they're probably going to be looking at is this. I mean, at the end of the day, they're all businesses, right? And so if you looked at trading 2 weeks ago and you were like, wow, okay, we're going to use Rally, for instance, again. If you go back a few weeks ago, Rally was trading 5, 10, sometimes maybe 20,000 a day. And then if you've looked at it in the last 10 days, you're like, ooh, we've had some days. Now we're 175, 200,000, 450,000 a day. And so basically trade volume equals transactions equals money and profits. And so they're going to probably be setting back there, is my best guesstimate. It's just kind of common sense that when we start trading, a fair amount, and I think that fair amount is maybe like a consistent, 10 million in 30 days. That's when it's going to show up. But 10 million in 30 days isn't that much. It's, what is that, 333,000 a day? Well, we've already went past there a little bit. We just need some consistency. And so what I would guess, my opinion is that, when this happens, as soon as we start putting that in, the big news is this, guys. The big news is we're going to show up on stocks, or we're going to show up on crypto screens for going up, moving from 0.0024 to whatever that number is, relatively fast in 30 days. And then you're going to have that, and you're going to have the publicity of being in some of these publications, and it's all going to be a 1-2 punch. It's a beautiful storm. And so that's what's really it's going to put all kinds of pressure, and they're not going to want, they'll be having FOMO and going, hey, we don't want to miss this, that. Then all of a sudden it's a competition. All of them are like, yeah, we want to be the first to take these guys because we want them to buy here, because now the trade volume and the transactions are there, so they can get their gas fees.
Awesome. I have one more question, and I know Patty's looking at the clock, but I wanted to ask this because this is important for some of us have